Hello, guys. It's not Tuesday, no, but this is tea time. So I just want to say welcome to everyone. I know the notification probably didn't get sent out yet, but that is okay. I'm feeling a little excited, guys, because I actually been holding on to this topic for a while now. So I'm actually happy to have the time and the quietness to do tea time today. So as you guys come in, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up for me. Also say hello so I know who's in the building. I did make this announcement maybe 2 weeks ago, just letting you guys know that tea time just will not be on Tuesdays because I am working and the kids are going to school and everything. Hey Cassandra, I'm going to do tea time when I can. So don't cuss me, y'all, because a couple people like, Miss Tiera, the week is almost up and you ain't do tea time, y'all. My job takes a lot out of me, but I'm still making sure that I'm here. Hello, Cassandra. Hello, everyone. Guys, as you come in, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Y'all see the title. It may be a little confusing, but we'll talk about it. We'll explain everything. Well, I will explain everything to you guys, and I'm pretty sure that we're going to have a good conversation. So the topic for today is, as y'all see, when comfort is no longer comfortable. When comfort is no longer comfortable. And we're going to get into it and everything, but I just want to see my people. Have you guys hit the thumbs up for me? Thank you guys for coming in. I had to push all the kids upstairs and everything. So I just want to take this time out to really talk to you guys because y'all already know. Hey, Isaac's family. Hello. Thank you for being here. I like to make sure that I take time to talk to my tribe and we do these tea times because tea time is not only for y'all to catch a word, it's also for me to, I don't know, just, what's it called? Not vent, to express myself, I guess you can say, to express myself. So I really enjoy doing tea time today. So guys, hit that thumbs up for me. I greatly appreciate it. I hope everyone had a great work day if they already went to work or whatever you're doing. I hope that you're able to relax during this time or you just had a relaxing day. I'm getting home myself maybe 2 hours ago. The kids are all okay and everything, so I said, you know what, let me hurry up and do my tea time because like I said, guys, this topic, this subject at hand today, I've really been wanting to talk to you guys about it because it feels like it's exactly where I'm at right now. I've been there, honestly, but right now I'm definitely here and I'm ready to come out of it. So I'm just going to jump into it, guys. As you come and go, just make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. If you can share the video too, I greatly appreciate it. So I just want to say wagwan and welcome to everyone here. Hello, tribe. Thank you guys for being here. And actually, before I get into my message, I just want to say, do y'all see sis back here, right? She looks good, right? Guys, if you have not already, go to my website, and I'm working on revamping my website, but I want you guys to still go over to support. And if you have not already ordered, get your scattered piece. This is just one of the purses that I have. And of course, y'all should know already, I'm starting my own purse line. Yes, this says Peaceful Ambition. I'm not selling knockoff purses or anything like that. I'm starting my own brand. So I greatly appreciate it if you guys would support. Go to my website, peacefulambitions.com. I also have t-shirts and other purses, but this is my baby, y'all. This is my baby. And this is the tan color. So if you don't know, get you one so you can know, okay? And if you do know, I thank you for the support. So let's jump into the topic for today, guys. So like I said before, y'all already see the title. The topic for today is just basically when comfort is no longer comfortable. So I don't have many people in the live right now, but that's okay. Hey Yanni, hello love, thank you for being here. I want you guys, if you could, explain, not really explain to me, but tell me, even if it's just like a raised hand or something like that, have you ever felt that, you're in your comfort zone, but you feel really uncomfortable? And I'll explain, you guys can put your hands up or whatever the case is as I talk about it. So what I mean by that basically is when you're so used of just living in your bubble, living in your every day-to-day life, living in, hey Yanni, living in that same old cycle, that's your comfort zone. That's your comfort to a certain extent. Yes, ma'am. Hey, the Pen family, Pen fam. Hey, what's going on? So I'm not alone. Okay, good. When you're living in that comfort zone, you're living in that bubble, but you're still uncomfortable because that bubble is not where you ultimately want to stay. It's not where you want to be years and years down the line. Even though it may be your life. Isaac family said, I feel you. Even though it may be your life, it may be your everyday, it may be your life for the past year or whatever, but you still know that you have so much more potential inside of you. You know that the life that you're living is not permanent, so it's not comfortable anymore. You start to feel uncomfortable. And guys, like I said, I've been in this position, in this mindset, but now I'm at the point, it's like, okay, I feel so uncomfortable with being in my comfort zone that I don't even feel right trying to just say that everything is okay when I know that my life can be so much more. Guys, we have to understand and realize that life, of course, is seasons, right? We're going to have good seasons. We're going to have seasons that's going to be like rough. We're going to have seasons when we don't even think that we're going to get out of it. And then there's going to be times when we're just going to be living in like, what is it, like automatic. You're going to wake up, go to work, come home, do this. It's kind of like where I'm at right now, but this wasn't my life a couple months ago. But still, we had to, honestly, the first part is just realizing that I'm staying in my comfort zone. I'm not taking risks. I'm not pulling out that purpose, that potential that I really have inside of me because I'm trying to play it safe. I was just watching a video not too long ago, and Steve Harvey, because Steve Harvey be giving some motivational speaks sometimes, y'all. He was just saying, staying in your comfort zone is like living inside of a bubble, right? Hey, Reese Journal. I want purple and green. Yes. Hey, Cam fam. We miss you. Hey, Miss Cecil. What's going on? Hey, Casey. Thank you guys. Thank all of y'all for being here. I really appreciate it. It feels like it's been a minute and a half since I did tea time, but I'm here, y'all. And I really love this topic, guys. So as you come in, just hit that thumbs up for me. But like I was saying, guys, Steve Harvey was saying, think about your comfort zone as a bubble, right? And we walk around with this bubble around us, and we're just living in this bubble. What if we were able to blow air into this bubble so we can actually have space and to see how life can really be? We're so used to just being in this one little bubble, being in this one lifestyle, being in this one mindset, being in this one attitude, because your comfort zone doesn't just go from the day to day. It goes from the things that's inside of you, the way that you think. It's definitely more to just me going to work and coming back and forth. No, it's definitely more into that, guys. Your comfort zone can be even the things that you try not to do because you don't think that you can have the ability to. Your confidence. You decide to just, I'm going to just stay this low confident person because that's what people are used to seeing me as. I don't know how I will be or how people will react to me if I decide to show that I have confidence and that I'm not going to tolerate certain things or that I am going to speak up. But instead, I'm not going to do that because it's going to make me nervous to think about what other people are going to think about me, or how can I even pull that off to feel so confident. So you know what? I'm going to just stay this person that everyone knows me as. You're staying in your comfort zone. And you're going to continue to be treated the way that you're going to be treated because you're staying in your comfort zone. It's not until you decide to say, you know what, I'm going to stop being this way. I'm going to stop living this way. I'm going to stop this habit, or I'm going to stop this mindset, or whatever it is. And I'm going to feel that uncomfortableness. And I'm going to use that to my advantage. Because I feel so uncomfortable with just doing the daily day, that means I need to switch it up. I need to start a business. I need to do something a little bit different that pours into myself, that blows air into that little bubble of mine that I'm living in right now. We have to first and foremost realize that we're just staying in our comfort zone too much. And I think I talked about comfort zone or something like that not too long ago, but I really feel like it's important, guys, because personally, and I always say this, when I do it or when I'm practicing it or when I believe in something, I like to share it with my tribe, and that's y'all. So, I felt like me, first of all, me deciding to say, you know what, I don't care about social media. I don't care about what other people are going to think. Hey, Julian, thank you for being here. I'm going to step out of my comfort zone, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to mention getting a job, guys, because I didn't work in 3 years. 3 years I was not working. I was just doing content creating and hustling and trying to figure out how I can make money and all that stuff. I got into that comfort zone of thinking, what, one day I'm gonna just become famous and I don't gotta work. I don't gotta do this. I'm gonna just stay in my comfort zone. I'm gonna keep on hustling and everything. But it came to a point when I realized I'm staying in this comfort zone and I'm limiting myself. I'm limiting the things around me, my money, even my business to a certain extent. Even though, yeah, maybe getting a job is just not maybe a good example, but it's an example that I can give because me actually stepping out and saying, you know what, I don't care about anything right now. I know that how I'm living is not how I want to stay. I'm not a celebrity. Hey Jay, I don't have everything that I aspire to have that I aspire to have in the future. So I'm not just going to stay in this comfort zone. I'm not just going to stay in this mindset that one day I'm going to just go viral. I'm not going to stay in that mindset. Instead, what I'm going to do, I'm going to enjoy the journey, of course, but at the same time, I'm going to have to step out of my comfort zone and see what I can do to pour into that. If I got to work and then make sure that the money that I get from my checks can pour into my business, I'm still doing what I aspire to do. But I'm learning that I can't just sit down and just stay in one mindset or stay in one lifestyle and think that my life is just going to change. Success is not just going to come to your door. Maybe not for you, maybe for another person, but we have to remember that everyone has a different path in life. So if you really want to find success, if you really want to find love, if you really want to find that confidence, if you really want to find that purpose in life, it honestly starts first with stepping outside of your comfort zone. And like I mentioned earlier, guys, stepping outside your comfort zone is not just saying, you know what, I'm about to get purple hair and I'm about to be a crazy girl and I'm about to be living a different life. I'm about to move to a different state. I'm about to just change everything about me because I'm stepping outside my comfort zone. Guys, you don't got to be so extreme. You don't even have to be so extreme, honestly. First, you can say, you know what, normally during the daytime or when I go places, I don't speak up. So today I'm gonna step outside my comfort zone. If someone bumps me, I'm like, yo, you bumped me, say sorry or speak up or whatever the case is. I always say baby steps are still steps. And that could be a way that you can eventually step outside step outside your comfort zone to the point that maybe in a few months or a few years or whatever the case, you're like, I remember when I used to walk down the street and people would bump me or people would say things to me and I was so shy or I wasn't confident enough to just talk to a stranger. But when I decided to change my mind, when I decided to change my mindset and really step outside my comfort zone just by saying good morning to people, just by saying hello when I see people across, and now look at me. I'm the announcer of this or I'm working on the morning news. You never know. The smallest tweaks, the smallest changes, the smallest things that you can do to better yourself, you never know how that can path you to a different opportunity, right? You never know how that can change something inside of you or change the universe around you. So we always have to think, just because I feel safe here, just because it feels like this is what I know, just because I've been doing it for years and years and years, it doesn't mean that it's the best thing for me. I have to feel uncomfortable with being so comfortable at this level. Not saying that there's really levels to lives, but there is. There is, basically. You don't want to look at someone and be like, oh, they're on this level and I'm on this level. But what I'm saying is just in your own life. You should know at where I'm at right now, where the mindset that I have. And it's not all about money, guys. It's not all about the things that you wear. It's not all about the things that you can show off and all that stuff. It's more at, right now, I feel like I'm not that confident. I feel like I'm not teaching myself things. I'm not as open-minded as I want to be. I'm gonna step outside my comfort zone. Hey Arlene, I'm gonna step outside my comfort zone and I'm gonna go and be around different people. I'm gonna learn things. I'm gonna have an open mindset, and you're gonna move up in levels in your mind, which is ultimately gonna change everything else. Because when you can change your mind, when you can change your perspective, when you can change how you look at things, guys, everything changes. Honestly, everything changes, to be honest. And it's not even because maybe a lot of things around you change. It's because you're able to see the positive, or you're able to see how you can handle whatever it is, the stress or the situation, a little bit better because your mind has changed. The chemicals in your brain and all that stuff is just making a better living, a better vision for you. But you have to set your mind to it and say, just because this is what I know, just because this is what everyone knows me as, or just because it's what I always do, it doesn't mean it's good for me anymore. It doesn't mean I have to stay there forever. Not at all. And I know in the past, or just in everyday lives, I know I had this problem sometimes with people. They may know me, especially people that I used to grow up with. They knew me as the shy Tiera, the Tiera that, you can just say, hey, let's go do this. Okay, sure, here I go, here I come. That was me, y'all. Oh, Tiera, come to the club with me. All right, let's go. I just went along with whatever it was. If I didn't want to do something, I was just like, all right, I'm going to just do it anyway. Just because I didn't want people to see me as, oh, Tiera don't want to, hang with us and this and that. I was a people pleaser. I was afraid to tell people, look, I don't want to do that. Look, I don't want you talking to me like that. Look, I'm going to do this. Look, I have an opinion. I wasn't that person. And now that I'm older and I stepped outside my comfort zone, I'm able to tell people, look, blah, 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 blah. I feel so much better about myself, guys. If I would have kept that mindset, that the way that I was thinking, to please people, to make sure that everyone was happy around me and not worry about myself, I would have stayed in my comfort zone. And I would have been miserable, because I used to be miserable back then. It ate me up inside, knowing that I wasn't living the life that I wanted, just by simply speaking my opinion or saying, hey, I feel this way, or even doing my own thing because I felt like I had to stay like this, because this is what people knew me as. They knew me as Tiera, perfectly balled up. You know, when I really inside me, I want to be wild. Hey, I have an opinion. Hey, I want to talk about this. I want to go to these places. But because I was so used to being like this, I kept myself like that. And it wasn't until I had to look within myself and say, who are you? If you're not this person on a daily basis, but you're so comfortable with being this person like this, that perfect little ball that everyone knows you as, what type of life are you living for yourself? And it wasn't the life that I liked. So I had to tell myself, in order for me to feel the way that I feel inside of me, to come out, if that makes sense, because I feel like everyone has a vision of how they see themselves as, not really perfect, but how they vision themselves to be, if they can just fix flaws or just make themselves a little bit better, or whatever the case is. And then in everyday life, you don't sum up to that person. If y'all get what I'm saying. That's how I see myself sometimes, because I'm a really mental thinker. So in my head, I say, you know what? I'm confident. I'm gonna just be, business lady. I'm gonna come and do my job. People want to be my friend. Just all these positive things. And then when it comes to real life, I'm like, I don't know how to do business. I'm not so confident. What you think in the reality of life sometimes doesn't match up. But if we're able to say, if I can think that I can be this person, and I can visualize myself being this person, visualize myself being that business lady, then I can do it. I can do it. If my brain is able to think of me being that person, if I'm able to see myself at the computer doing my work, I don't know what it is that I'm doing, but I see myself, I visualize it, I'm manifesting it, then I can be that person, then I can do it. But I have to go ahead and take the first step. The first step is normally the hardest step. And that's a step outside of your comfort zone. If you can visualize yourself being a great person, then guess what? You can be that great person. But you have to take the steps to it. If you don't take the steps, you're going to stay this little balled up person. You're going to stay the person that you've been living for years and years and years to come, unless you step outside your comfort zone. And we have to understand, when we're living inside our comfort zone too long. And again, it's not about, how I dress. It's not about the things that I have. It's about how I think. It's about how motivated I am. What type of peace that I have in my life. What type of relationships that I have in my life. How close I am with God. Step outside your comfort zone and become a better person. Because at least I feel like, thank you, Arlene, I feel like when we're in our comfort zone and we have that potential, we have that purpose, we have that drive inside of us, and we're not feeding it, or we're not letting it out, or we're not able to let it live its life, guys, you're going to get really uncomfortable. I'm like, so much more to life. I know I've been, sorry y'all, I know I grew up in this state and this is all I know, and I feel comfortable because this is my town. I know every street, I know every person that lives in this town. And this is where I'm used to. Hey Aaron, so does that mean that you're going to stay there for the rest of your life because that's your comfort? We have to think about that with everyday life. Just because this is all you've known, or you always had this attitude, and you're so comfortable being the person that's ready to pop off and cuss people out, and people know not to mess with you because you don't play, right? And that's just your personality. But deep down inside, you know that I don't want people to see me like that. I don't want people to see me so angry all the time. I don't want people to just think about me and say, oh, that's that girl that got that attitude. And deep down inside, I really want people to see me as a caring, loving person that they can come to, and we can have a good time without them feeling like they're going to get cussed out. Because sometimes we know what's holding us in our comfort zone, or we know what's holding us back, I guess I can say, to keep us in our comfort zone. But we don't want to change it because we're so used to people seeing us a certain way, or we feel like if I step outside my comfort zone, what if I'm not successful? So maybe I should just stay like this, what I'm used to. So when people come, what's up? Don't talk to me. It's easy for me to just portray that character because that's what I lived so many years. But again, if you want people to see you differently, hey Arika, if you want people to treat you differently, you got to start treating and seeing yourself different. And most of the time, it's with taking steps to become a better person. Most of the time, becoming a better person means you got to step outside your comfort zone. And you got to do things that feel uncomfortable. You got to go ahead and start reading. You got to start working out. You got to start speaking up. You got to start changing your old habits that do not mean you any good. And all those things is stepping outside your comfort zone, because a habit is something that you are normally used to doing all the time, which to me would mean that you're comfortable with. Which means that you're going to be doing it and you're going to stay in this bubble and you're going to just continue to be that person with that habit that you know that's not good for you and that you know you need to change. But because you're so comfortable with it, because you're so used to it, because that's how people see you, or you're just, it's a habit, that's what you're going to continue to do. When you know that you're not supposed to, step outside your comfort zone. Change that habit. Change the mindset. Change that relationship. Whatever it is that you feel like that is eating you away deep down inside, or not even deep down inside. It could be right here on the front of your forehead, and you can know for sure that you're not supposed to be doing it, but you still do it. Take it off. Take that label off. Stop staying in that bubble. Stop staying in that square, whatever it is, whatever shape, whatever it is that is holding you back, whatever it is that's keeping you in your comfort zone, when you know that you should be stepping out and living a full potential life. Step outside. This is the message today. Y'all hear my voice? I don't know why I sound like this. I've been talking all day. But seriously, guys, you know, like I said, I stepped outside my comfort zone. I said, you know what? Forget me just waiting on the perfect time, the perfect video, or whatever the case is to become this person that I imagine myself to be, which I'm still going to get there. But guess what? I got to step outside my comfort zone and figure out how, so true to Isaac's family, how can I pour into that dream? Because like I said, sometimes success will fall on someone's lap and they'll just be like, yeah, I'm living my best life. And then you'll be over there like, it's not working for me. I'm not living my best life. So are you just going to stay there and just be like, my best life is going to come any moment. It's going to fall on my lap. I'm just going to stay here and just, you know, wait for the opportunity. I'm just going to stay in my bubble and keep on doing the same thing that's not giving me my best life because it's just going to happen randomly. No, that's not what we're going to do. Not my tribe, not my peaceful ambition tribe. What we're going to do is we're going to say, you know what? Right now, I may not be living my best life, but guess what? I'm going to live my best life. And I'm going to live my best life. Maybe not right now, but I'm going to figure out how I can get there. And it's not going to be because I see that person's path or I see that it seemed like a shortcut right there. So I'm going to just hurry up and take that corner. Because guess what? Living your best life takes work. So we're going to have to step outside our comfort zone. We're going to have to figure out how we can pour into our lives. So when we're pouring into our lives, we can eventually get to our best lives, whatever that may be for you. But we have to learn to think outside of the bubble. Think outside, because guys, it's so easy, and I'm speaking to myself also. It's so easy to just get caught up in the everyday life, to just get caught up in just the, you know, the safe place, the place where I feel like, you know, I'm doing enough, but I ain't doing too much. So I'm like right here in the middle, you know what I mean? So if we want to say, you know what, I want my life to be extravagant. I want to have my G-Wagon. I want to have a mansion. I want to have this. I want to have that. I want to be able to be a person that stands in front of people and talk confidently. I want to be able to be a jack of all trades. I want to be able to have knowledge about random things. How do you think that's going to happen if you don't decide to say, okay, you know what, I want to know random things. Let me read the dictionary. For real. Like, I mean, if you say that you want to have these things and you want to be this person and you want to have these things inside of you, how are you going to put those things inside of you if you don't actually take them from places or look to see how you can put them inside of you or learn or even find a mentor, whatever the case is? But it all starts with actually taking the first step and stepping outside your comfort zone. So if you feel like you're living in comfort, if you feel like you're living in comfort and you're okay with that, then that's cool. But people like me, and I know maybe some of you guys also, you can be living in your comfort and still feel very uncomfortable because you know that where you are right now is not where you want to stay. It's not comfortable just because I'm here. Lord help me. Right. Definitely. He already knows the ending and the beginning of our story. So right now we playing catch up. We just trying to figure things out as we go. But by no means does that mean that we're just going to sit here and just wait for him to just say, okay, there you go. You ain't do nothing in life. You ain't worked for it, but there's your best life. Here you go, right on the platter. Again, it can happen from some people, but not all people. So we have to remember, I'm not just going to sit around and wait. I'm going to show him why he should give me my best life. Because I'm going to go ahead and figure out how I can be a better person. I'm going to go ahead and figure out how I can help other people. I'm going to go ahead and figure out how I can educate myself a little bit more so I can educate others. So I can reach down and say, you know what? Here, let me help you. Stepping outside my comfort zone so I can show other people that it's okay to step outside their comfort zone. Me doing YouTube, me sitting here in front of y'all a couple years ago, y'all, no, I would have never, ever thought that I would be here and feel confident in what I'm saying and feel confident talking to you guys. And ultimately, you guys are strangers. You know, for me to say, I don't care, I'll be on the internet and I'll talk to strangers, that was not something that I was able to even think about back in the day. But because I said, you know what, I feel like I need an outlet. I want to be a person that people can also look up to or maybe come to and see as, you know what, she's a normal person, but guess what? She's doing it. She's talking to us. She's helping us because she stepped out her comfort zone and decided to, still be a normal person, but be an encourager. What I'm doing, you guys can also do. But you got to step outside your comfort zone. There's so many people say, you know what, I want to start YouTube, but I don't like being in front of the camera. I don't like people looking at me. I don't like people being in all of my lives. They always tell me stuff like that. And I say, you know what? When you're not on a live and you're just doing a video, just think about it. You're talking to yourself. You may feel a little awkward and all that stuff, but if you have a purpose, if you have a craft, if you have a business or whatever it is, that should burn more inside of you than your shyness. That business that you want to promote, that message that you want to say to people, that vision that you have for yourself, your future self, that should burn more than what's holding you back. Stop staying in your comfort zone. Stop saying that you can't do it because you never tried. Stop saying that you're not for it if you never took the leap. That's what I talked about the other day. Taking a leap of faith. Stepping outside your comfort zone is basically that. Saying, you know what, I don't know what's going to happen when I step across this line, but I know what I want to happen. So I'm going to step across this line and I'm going to make sure whatever happens to me, I know that I'm going to get to that goal. I may have to go under, go up, climb a tree and jump off this and this, whatever the case is, but guess what? I have a goal at the end of my week, my day, my year, whatever, whenever you set for that goal. But you have to first start with taking the steps. You have to first start with changing your mind to know that you can do it, and that's all part of step outside your comfort zone. Do you guys agree with me? Do you guys think that I'm just talking BS? Because I really feel like, you know, life starts when you decide to say, you know what, I'm tired of living this way. There has to be a moment in your life when being comfortable and just saying, you know, I'm used to just not having money, so I'm going to just be that broke person forever. No, there has to be a moment you say, you know, I'm done. I'm done being this person. I'm done living this life. I'm done people seeing me a certain way. I'm done talking negative. I'm done thinking negative. I'm done. I'm over it. It's time for me to upgrade myself. It's time for me to upgrade my life. It's time for me to want and do more. And it has to start with me realizing that I'm living a certain way and it's not good for me. And now it's time for me to set out to be different. And now I got to change my habits, change my mind, maybe even change the people around me, whatever it is. When you get to that point when you said that you're done being so comfortable in life and you're ready to upgrade, you're ready to see that person that you vision yourself to always be, then that's when you will see success. Then that's when you're going to feel like you're living in purpose. And that's when you're going to have peace. Because when you see yourself a certain way, when you see yourself like, what am I doing? Why am I wasting my life? Why am I sitting here waiting for something to happen or to a platter just to come to me and to be all my answers when I can answer my own questions? Why am I wasting my time sitting here thinking that something is just going to happen when I'm not doing anything to make it happen? We have to put our glasses on and see ourselves first. And to say, if I don't have a certain life, I can't blame others for it. Maybe it's because I'm living too comfortable. Maybe because I've been sitting back too long and just sitting here waiting. Maybe I need to go ahead and put my blinders on and see how I can live my life a little bit better. What can I change within myself? How can I work a little harder so I can be that person that I aspire to be? And it's going to probably start with stepping outside your comfort zone. It's probably going to start with you having to say, you know what, I can't do this no more. I can't hang with that person anymore. I can't think that way anymore. And it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to be hard. It's going to be something that you're going to want sometimes give up on. You're going to say, you know what, it was so much easier when I just thought this way. You know, now I got to not think negative, or I got to be not so shy. I got to talk up now. And it's so hard. But guess what? It's only hard until you continue to practice it. And then it will become a craft. Because like I said a couple years ago, guys, I would never think that I would be here on YouTube talking to you guys. And look at me now. I used to get nervous, like, oh, hands sweating. Oh, good. Now I'm just like, let's go. What's up, y'all? It gets easier as you do it more. Whatever it is you feel like you're lacking, guess what? You cannot lack it if you bring it into you, if you try it, if you study it, if you practice it. You won't lack it anymore. If you feel like that, maybe you're not, I don't know, you feel like you something, y'all. Y'all know what I mean, but we got to step outside our comfort zone, y'all. If you feel like you don't have it, then get it. Just do it. Be like Nike. Figure it out. And I know I'm saying it so easily, like just take it and whatever. And I know that it's not that easy. I know that stepping outside your comfort zone can be really scary. It can be anxiety, something that gives you anxiety. You know, it can be something that makes you literally shake. I understand that. But what also should make you shake and give you anxiety is living the same life where you feel stagnant, where you feel like you're not going anywhere, or you feel like your potential is just sitting inside of you. That volcano is just sitting there, and you know that you want to make it erupt, but it's not going to erupt if you're living the same way, if you're doing the same old same. We have to realize that there's so much in us. So in order for it to come out of us, we have to bring it out of us. No other person in this life can say, girl, I see that potential inside of you. And I'm hocus pocus. And you're just like, oh my gosh, my potential is out. My purpose is here. And that's not going to happen. No one is going to pull it out of you. No one is going to do that. Not even if you have a mentor, a teacher, or whatever the case is. You know who's going to pull it out of you? Your own self. Because you can have that mentor to say, you know what, you can do it. This is how you do the business. Or this is how you do this. You know, we have coaches. The coaches, they coach us on how to do something. But ultimately, we are the athletes. We are the person that's putting in the footwork or whatever the case is. So the coach can only do so much. The coach can only teach a person that wants to be taught, that has the potential, that has it within them to change and to evolve to be that great athlete or whatever the case is that they're coaching you to. A coach can only coach so much. It's all up to the person that they're coaching. So it's the same thing. We can't rely on other people around us to say, you know what, they're going to pull out my potential and they're going to make me this great person and I'm just going to basically, you know, meet them and my life is going to be perfect. No, that's not going to happen. If anything, meeting someone or pulling people into your lives when you're not already that person that you know that you should be, that strong person, that person that you know that you're living your best life because you're pulling out that potential and you're living in peace and you're living in ambition and all that stuff. You're like, I did that, peace and ambition. You're living in that purpose. And then when you meet other people and you bring them into their life, they're like, you know what? This girl right here, she is an inspiration. This girl right here, I see that she knows who she is. And that's kind of dope. So let me look within myself and see how I can be like that. How I can feel so confident within myself. Or I can have that ambition because I see that I'm lacking just by seeing someone else. We always have to remember that all the time, even if we feel like, I don't know why it's a lot of crying, you know. Even if we feel like, you know, no one watches me. I'm just a normal person. Guys, people are always watching us. There's always someone that may be looking up to us or maybe just watching our moves or whatever the case is. Not saying that we have to live our lives for other people. Definitely not. But we also have to remember, when I'm stepping outside my comfort zone, that might be motivating someone else that looks up to me. Or someone else that's an onlooker that I don't even know. But they may see that, you know, maybe years ago they saw that I didn't rock my lashes. and my eyebrows and stuff like that. I didn't wear jewelry. I was okay with just being barefaced and just being plain Jane. And now here I am a couple years later, and I, I'm kind of jazzing myself up. And they're like, you know what? I see that she's taking care of herself a little bit better. I see that she's able to feel a little bit better about herself. People are always watching, guys. So if we want to inspire, if we want to be that person that people can say, that's a good person, then we have to say, you know what, let me go ahead and keep on driving. Let me go ahead and keep on seeing how I can become a better person within myself, ultimately, first, for myself. But also knowing that people see the things that I'm doing. People see when I'm being stagnant in life, even though they may not say anything, but I know myself. So let me upgrade myself and watch me motivate others. When you start to do right in life, most likely people follow suit. And that's so true. Alright, y'all. I'm going to go see what's wrong with Talani. I don't know why she's crying. I hope you guys enjoyed this tea time. I'm going to go upstairs and see what's going on with her. She was watching a movie, but I guess she's done with the movie. I love and appreciate you guys. Again, guys, please go on Peaceful Ambition. Go ahead and check out my website. Go ahead and support. I hope you guys enjoyed this message. If you guys are not already following me on Instagram as well as Facebook, please run over there and follow me, Peaceful Ambition. If y'all have questions, hit your girl up. I like to answer my DMs and talk to my people. Bye, T. Love you, girl. Love you, Casey. Love you all. Have a good one, y'all. I'm tired, if y'all can't tell. I'm ready to cook dinner and have an early night out. But maybe if Andre gets home in time, we will do Sip and Talk. So definitely appreciate this one. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you. I love you guys. Have a great day. Mommy duties a call.